Good to see you here today. I know it's been a long day. We're almost done. We're down to the front row. I know we've talked about atrazine, and you've addressed some of those. We've got a lot of corn farmers in our district. Yes. Love the corn farmers. They're doing a great job. But this is a big issue for them. The proposed revision to the September 2020 proposed interim decision, PID, for atrazine seeks to lower the concentrated equivalent level of concern. Can you commit to having the SAP consider other studies made available to you and the EPA that were not reviewed in the previous SAPs to make sure that the best available scientific data is used, sir?
Let me circle back with my staff to see what has and has not been considered, and we will follow up with you on specifically those studies.
But it would make sense to use the best scientific data, would it not, sir?
We definitely want to use the best scientific data.
Good deal. I appreciate a follow-up on that from your staff. Mr. Regan, why does the Biden administration want to get rid of gas stoves for 40% of the American people?
I don't think that is true, but the regulations that focus on gas stoves are not within the confines of EPA. So I'd have to defer the specifics in terms of the technicalities and the regulations to the Department of Energy.
I know the Department of Energy is weighed in on this, so is the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission. But the EPA has also weighed in to some degree on the safety of gas stoves and potential emissions from gas stoves that could be harmful. So what is the EPA's take on this?
I have not been made aware of that we have weighed in on gas stoves. That's not something that I've commented on.
Are gas stoves safe for the American people, or are they safe for the environment?
I'm sure my mom is watching this hearing, and she loves her gas stove, and she seems safe to me.
So your mom would vote for keeping gas stoves in America?
She sure would.
All right, I'll take that as a good answer from you, Administrator Regan. Last question, chlorpyrifos. I always have trouble pronouncing that.
Me too.
All right. Let's just call it the big K. How about that? We'll go, or the big C. Well, it's spelled with a C. Anyway, the Biden administration has allocated tremendous resources allegedly out of a desire to support American agriculture, but EPA's approach to chlorpyrifos flies in the face of that. Is the White House aware of the economic harm caused by EPA's approach, and if so, what is the jurisdiction and how does EPA intend to make producers whole?
We're working very hard on this issue, and I've spent a lot of time with Secretary Vilsack on this issue. And I think the frustrating part about this is the courts were fed up that EPA had not moved in a specific way. And so the courts rendered a judgment that set a timeline very stringent and a bar very high that is atypical of any other pesticide that we have to have jurisdiction over. And so we made the decision that we made based on the science, but also based on our legal obligations of the requirement of the Ninth Circuit Court.
Okay. Thank you so much. Appreciate your testimony here today. And Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Gentleman yield.